you know we can see you, right? This is a story I gotta read because I don't want to miss nothing. So, Manhattan attorney Brian McKenna held 4.4 million in escrow meant to buy 500,000 boxes of COVID era PPP gloves. Instead of buying the gloves, he did the most typical man with money thing that you can do. He tried to impress a girl. The buttons are new. Brandon gonna be trying out them buttons through the episode. Bear with us. So instead of like helping these people during COVID and making sure that they were protected, he used them funds to fund a lavish lifestyle for himself and the girl that he liked was just so happy to be the CEO of a company. I won't say her name because by all intents and purposes, she don't seem to be in trouble here. But guess who is in trouble? Brian McKenna.
You're going to jail.
2 to 6. So Brian got 2 to 6. But the funny thing, he stole over $4 million, right? But he had to. Okay, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm gonna laugh because it's funny because he was crying, and I don't like to delight in people like miserableness, but he literally said, "I did the crimes. I deserve to go to jail." He did, bro. He did. He was in court crying. He done stole 4.4 million of these people money and wanted to cry and say he deserved it. We know you deserve it. Like I deserve it. Yeah, you deserve that 6 end of that 2 to 6 because you literally are an attorney who held funds in escrow and you took that money and it ain't like it was rich people money for rich people stuff. He literally took pandemic money and spent it on 2 rich people, an attorney and a CEO. And now you want to cry because you want somebody to feel bad for you. We don't feel bad for you.
Bring back shame.
I was going to say you should be ashamed of yourself and you deserve prison. I very rarely say people deserve prison. You deserve exactly what you got, my guy. And you ain't my guy. Anyways, when you do stuff like this, if you're an attorney with access to escrow accounts, just keep in mind, like, we can actually see you.
Hello and welcome to the real bottom line with Albert the CPA, featuring, you guessed it, Albert the CPA. Kind of knows that.
We really gonna let him go on camera like it's Christmas in July?
It is a bit hot for that.
I like the Shed Night Red.
What is that? Is that suede? What material is that?
It's velvet.
Fuck that, Dad.
I like this. I thought I was killing him with this.
Looking like Santa Claus.
You got something else?
I guess I got some. Okay, I guess I got something else.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you. And take 2.
Hello and welcome to the real bottom line with Albert the CPA, featuring, you guessed it, Albert the CPA. Kind of knows ain't it?
Yeah, that's better. Much better. God.
Yo. Wait. Can I please just do the thing?
You got
All right. So now that y'all fully understand why I'm wearing a different jacket, let's dive into talk about it. All right. So y'all ready to talk about it? So the story for this week. Oh, actually, we got a repeat offender. 6 episodes in, they already in 2 stories because they are obviously everywhere. Ever since we did that story on them more, like I've been seeing them everywhere.
yes. Agree.
They partner with everybody, so moving forward, we're gonna kind of maybe want to watch our mouth just in case we like paying them some money to do something important for us. I think.
Definitely are.
All right, well, this big Cloudflare co-founder Matthew Prince revealed that a Sequoia partner, yes, the Sequoia Capital, one of the biggest venture capital firms in the world, once passed on investing in them because he simply didn't believe a woman could lead a security infrastructure company.
That Texas pig.
The woman in question, not much different than you, Lauren, the woman in question, co-founder and COO Michelle Zatlyn. Hopefully I pronounced her name correctly. Zatlyn is Zatlyn, but the investor pass in Cloudflare is now worth roughly 87 billion with the B, with 2026 revenue projected to be 2.8 billion. Because the story we ran on them earlier, before we get into it, just in case you didn't see it, the story we ran on them earlier was, we can see you, right? they fired a whole bunch of people in their company's biggest quarter, and we were just like, just talking about it. Go back and watch episode 1, I think it was.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Cloudflare is how we opened this show. Anyway, but back to this one, because this is less about Cloudflare and more about, I guess, that partner at Sequoia Capital. No names, except we're going to put proper respect on Matthew Prince for saying something, and proper respect on Michelle Zatlin for being the type of woman to prove those type of things wrong. So we at Right Choice are Black-owned, women-dominated. Glad you here, Bray. Women-dominated team.
Yeah.
So what y'all think about this?
I mean, I think it just goes to show, like, can't keep sleeping on us.
I think so. Dramatic calls. Think it just goes to show. Pass me the thing. I think it just goes to show.
Oh, God.
We're not someone.
Yeah, nah, stop playing. Messed around and missed out on some money as well in the process.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Because I'm going to let y'all go, but y'all already know, like, bias ain't just wrong. It ain't just racist at this point. Everybody educated. Women are the most educated. So this ain't the old days. Now, a lot of these people be old people, but it ain't the old days because bias, again, it ain't just wrong and short-sighted. It literally costs you a lot of money. You be sleeping on people who can actually come in and take your company to another level, take your bank account to another level, because I'm sure they're doing fine. They're one of the biggest venture capital firms in the world. And they behind, like, some of the, I ain't even gonna start listing off the names, but those names, never mind, I ain't gonna list.
I mean, regardless, one person's missed opportunity is another person's win as well.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. It's like the Queen Beyonce said, the best revenge is your paper.
And shout out to Beyonce. That is. Anything, Lauren? Because I was going to say, you the COO of a successful firm.
Period.
Nah, we ain't worth, I ain't gonna, not to cut you off, we ain't worth $87 billion.
We'll get there. We will get there.
But
Play with her like that.
we need to talk about this again and remember the time, because matter of fact, should we?
We can.
Yeah, scratch this. We scratching this. We talk. I don't know. Y'all will see. If the remember the time is about this, we made the call. If not, forget this ever happened. But anything for you, boy? What do you think? Will said. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to point out the story, and I think anytime you are literally like judging a book based on its cover, like you are in. Are you okay? I'm gonna say, I don't know if y'all heard that, but it sounded like somebody just knocked over their whole life over here. You good?
You did.
All right, back to y'all. But yeah, anytime you judging people based on not what they've done, not what they bring to the table, not the pitch, not the stuff, not the data, you really may be costing yourself opportunity to get in on multiple billion-dollar investment opportunity. So it's really like, just don't do that. Don't do it. It's like, I ain't gotta be a big profound thing. Like, grow up and just be careful. Like, when somebody has a proven track record of building stuff, like, you gotta take them seriously. Man, woman, black, white, Asian, whatever. And I think that's all anything else we need to talk about with this?
It's pretty simple. Lane.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Coming to the stage. Yeah.
All right, apple of my eye.
You so
Are you ready for You Remember That Time?
always.
It is that time. Story of the week. A MasterCard feature profiled. Jesus Christ, act like you can talk.
You can
So,
eat.
a MasterCard feature profiled small businesses that went viral overnight and nearly buried themselves in their own success. Order spikes, empty inventory, overwhelmed staff, and payment systems that could not keep up, forcing owners to rebuild their pricing and operations after the hype faded. So yet another story of what we talk about all the time, Chrissy. Staying ready so you ain't got to get ready. She tried to come in. We were not smooth enough. But
Stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
talk about it all the time. Talk about it all the time. 'Cause going viral always feel like you winning. But if you ain't ready, it literally feels like you drowning. And you just really have to build systems, processes, and stuff that allow growth. So Lauren don't tell me the story we actually talking about no more. So I don't need the notes. I done got through the story. What are we talking about this week?
No, just that, we have a lot of clients who have gone viral and they get that money, they get that revenue, they got that income. They're like, woo, I'm making it, right?
Yep.
But then when it's time for them to actually deliver, they don't have the people, they ain't got the
What all falls
processes,
apart,
they ain't
yeah.
got the systems. So then it's like, yeah, this is a dope product or this is a dope individual. But then on the back end, now you got upset clients because orders are late. Your staff upset because they got to work 72 hours a week.
Yeah.
Like, it gets crazy.
Let me say it does get crazy. But let me say the worst thing that can happen, y'all. I promise you, being broke is not as bad as being broke, getting a lot of money, and people charging back on that money. You had it.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. And we see that regularly.
Guys out there,
Because a
yes.
lot of people, they'll go viral, they'll make all them sales, they can't fulfill. And when they get all that money, this is just a cautionary tale for everybody. When you get that money, do not spend that money. Go really quickly into your HR and hire the fulfillment team. Now, pro tip, you may not want to actually like hire full-time employees after you go viral, because we've seen the other side of that.
Yes.
People went viral, got a lot of sales, hired a lot of people. When it died back down,
You don't need them.
you had too much staff. So contractors, but I would say everybody should put together like a contingency plan. If I go viral, if I were to get 50 new clients, if I'm a service provider, if I were to sell 2,000 new products if I'm a product, like what do we do? What is our
What
plan?
does it look like?
Do we have a partnership with another company? The smart thing to do is have a partnership with another company who can quickly come in, lend you team, help you fulfill, and y'all figure that out. But yeah, this is one of those that Lauren talks about because it's all systems, it's all processes, it's all readiness, it's all efficiency.
Yes.
Because once the sales start coming in, the process shouldn't break. If you got the right process, like I got to shout out Ray. Ray spent a lot of times at Right Choice making sure that our processes will not break no matter what.
Yes.
Now, hiring team quickly is one of them things that is just challenging.
It is.
Better have your relationship with a temp service.
Oh yeah.
Better have your contingency plan in place because this could literally like kill businesses.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a crazy time for our clients.
Yep. All right, everybody, it's time for this week's episode of Facts Only, where we have 4 stories. Only one of them is correct. We're going to dive right in. Y'all ready?
Ready?
All right, Bray. All right, Ray. All right, everybody, what you got to say? Took it to the 80s route. Everybody pay attention to the question and to the the stories. Baby Hurston. A global big you missed it last week. Berlin had me repeat all the questions.
Hey, not the fork.
Except the one that will repeat anyway.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, just 3 out of 4. A global Big 4 accounting firm's Australian arm got caught misusing confidential client board papers to steal audit business from its own competitors. The firm is banned from bidding on new Australian federal contracts until September 30th, 2026. Number 2, a national urgent care chain wired its landlord the same rent payment twice every single month for 8 straight months before anyone noticed that $2.3 million had gone out the door twice. A fast casual chain ran a Black Friday gift card promo with no cap on redemptions. Customers figured out the same code work over and over, racking up $18 million in free food before IT eventually caught it. A mid-sized law firm let its own bookkeeper approve her own expense reports for 6 years straight. 700 bans and personal charges later, a new office manager caught it during a routine software switch.
Oh, shoot.
No.
Start with you.
Can you repeat the third one?
A fast casual chain ran a Black Friday gift card promo with no cap on redemptions. Customers figured out the same code word over and over, racking up $18 million in free food before IT caught it.
I don't know. Let me see the second one.
I'm gonna say, keep in mind, you said you were gonna be right this week. It's on you, Christy.
I'm gonna go with the big four.
Aye.
Hell yeah. I'm going with big four as well.
Your Yizzle
Going with the big four.
and Ray.
I kind of want to hear that one again.
A global big four accounting firm's Australian arm got caught. I'm getting right through it this week. A global big four accounting firm's Australia arm got caught misusing confidential client board papers to steal audit business from its own competitors. The firm is banned from bidding on new Australian federal contracts until September 30th of this year.
That does sound very real. The last one sounds very real, but software switch is throwing me off. I'm gonna go with the last one today.
All right. So we got Chrissy, Ice, and Lauren. Thinking a big four firm has done some pretty barely not illegal stuff.
Yeah.
Bray thinks an urgent care chain was double paying rent. And Ray thinks a law firm let a bookkeeper approve their own expense reports. That's actually common. But in this case, she finally got one wrong. No, we were going with it. You remember we were going with the thing. She was like, nobody didn't know that but us.
I'm saying finally didn't have to be the word of choice. Thank you.
All right, so as we always say, I should have to get that out of there. We always say, some of y'all were right, some of y'all was wrong, and we will let you know who after this brief commercial break.
The Real Bottom Line with Albert the CPA is brought to you by Right Choice Accounting Solutions, where we help practices, agencies, and firms really understand their numbers and get that financial clarity. We help our business owner partners by helping them with basic bookkeeping, tax prep, tax strategy, tax planning, and everything in between, all the way up to fractional CFO services. If you're really looking for that financial clarity in your business, check out Right Choice.
And we're back. All right, so Chrissy, it's Ice's birthday, y'all. We got balloons. So Chrissy, Ice, your Yizzle. It's y'all three versus my pride and joy, my legacy, my future. The future is not looking bright for the Hurstons. So now we have to wonder, is everybody wrong?
Like that. Why you do my baby like that?
You gotta do better, man. You making us look like we owe you know. So we down to big four accounting firm or a fast casual chain with the gift card promo. Does anyone of the remaining three want to change their answers?
Nah.
All right, well, guess what? Y'all all right? So we got y'all on the board. Shout out to Chrissy Chris. Shout out to Yar Yulla. Shout out to Ice. Ice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, baby. All right. Well, any final words?
More Rachel.
I'm up again.
You gonna say
As Chris said, I'm up again.
Listen to your gut, folks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the leadership board hasn't changed at all. Ray is still far beyond everybody else, but it's getting a little bit closer every week. That's it for this week's episode of Facts Only. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite segment, or the segment that I wish was everybody's favorite segment. I'm just, what do you call it? I'm manifesting. It's time for Ask Albert the CPA. What we got this week, Chris?
So this week's question is, when do I actually need a CFO instead of a bookkeeper?
Oh, the first time we get a different answer. The rest of them we've been able to kind of answer the same way. So, great question. See, we got somebody who actually care about their business right here, Bray. Hype them up. But look, so every different type of accounting does something different. So when you're talking about bookkeepers and accountants and CFOs, controller and all that stuff, understanding what each role does is super important. So to answer your question, I'm gonna get to the answer, but I want to just give a little bit of a lesson in between it. So bookkeeper is going to categorize stuff. So if you have messy books, everything is chaotic, unorganized, you don't know what's going on, things aren't really being handled in a timely manner, that's the problem that bookkeeping solves. If you don't understand, once that stuff is organized, if you don't understand what it actually means for you, that's the problem that accounting solves. And if you actually want to use that information to do forward thinking stuff like making decisions, budgets, projections, planning, cash flow, understanding like based on what has already happened, what happens next, that's the stage in which you bring in a CFO. So you're probably gonna need all instead of like, when do I know? It's not either or, I should say. It's never either or. It's always bookkeeper first, probably then accountant, then CFO. But most people who want to actually scale a business, you're gonna need all three. And the CFO, the earlier you can afford to bring them in, the quicker you'll be able to scale. All right, and that's it. Great question. I guess we gonna take it to the end.
Take it to the bridge.
Yep. So if you are someone who really needs to partner with the firm that can manage all of these things, that's why I love this type of question. It actually tees up what we actually do. We are full service, so everything from bookkeeping and payroll and tax prep to that advisory, fractional CFO, tax strategy. We make sure that you don't overpay in taxes. We make sure you don't make bad decisions. We help you run your business by the numbers. And the name of our company is Right Choice. So the answer is right there in the name. So if you are someone who's looking to partner, the Right Choice is right in front of you. And if you're someone who's not yet ready to partner, but you would love to understand this stuff, I wrote a book. I pretty much took a 300 to 400 page textbook, crammed it down into under 100 pages for leaders and CEOs to be able to quickly digest, quickly understand, and get through. And you can easily access it on our site. I'm sure you'll be able to find the link somewhere. If not, shoot us an email, info@rightchoicefirm. I will not talk your head off with the pitch. I'm going to get up out of here, and I will see you next week.
All right.